Hi everybody, today we're going to talk about parts of a story. Specifically, we're going to do more work with character, but before we do that, I want to talk about the parts that make up a story, and how we're going to do that is we're going to read a nursery rhyme that you probably have heard at least once or twice in your life. But we're going to use this because this little nursery rhyme has all the information you need for a good story. So I'm going to first start by just reading it to you. Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider who sat down beside her and frightened Miss Muffet away. So we all know this, right? Story about a little girl sitting on a tuffet. Maybe we don't know what a tuffet is. I think it's maybe a little footstool. It could be a pillow. I have to look it up to know for sure, but those are things that I think would be appropriate that she could sit on based on when this nursery rhyme was written. So let's start off by taking our first line, Little Miss Muffet. Well, Little Miss Muffet tells us who, or the character. Okay, so Little Miss Muffet is our who in this nursery rhyme. She is our character. Our next line is, sat on a tuffet. This line tells us where. In writing or stories, we call that the setting. That is where and when, the place that the story is happening. Okay. Eating her curds and whey. That is action. Or the plot of the story. Those are the things that are happening in the story. On to the next line, says, along comes a spider, and we'll add this next one, who sat down beside her. Oh dear, this is our problem. In the writing world, we call that conflict, right? Spider. That's also a character, but it's not our main character. He just happens to show up. Maybe he's big and hairy or venomous. Not sure, but he's definitely sitting down by Miss Muffet. This is a problem for Miss Muffet. And finally, our last line says, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Frightened Miss Muffet away. Well, this is the end of our short story about Miss Muffet. In the writing world, we call that the resolution. So, it may not be a happy ending. Obviously, Miss Muffet got frightened away and didn't get to finish eating her curds and whey, but it is an ending. So, to review, we have our character, who is Little Miss Muffet. We have our setting, the where. She's sitting on a tuffet. We have our plot. She's eating her curds and whey. This is an action that is happening. We have our conflict. Along came a spider who sat down beside her. I would have a problem with that too. And we have our resolution, or our ending, and frightened Miss Muffet away. So those are the elements of a story that we want to make sure that we include anytime we write a story. But
first of all, today we are just going to talk about character. Character is probably one of the most important things you can have in a story, because if you don't like the characters, or you don't like what they're doing, or you don't like anything about them, then you won't care about them. And if you don't care about the character, then you don't really want to read. If the character, if you don't like them, if they're not funny, if they're not sympathetic, if it's not something that interests you about that character, you're not going to want to read the book. So I want you to take a piece of paper, and we're going to start by making a character web. Okay, and what that is, I will show you. I'm going to share my screen with you, and hopefully it will not be funky. All right, so the first thing I want you to do is, on your piece of paper, I just want you to draw, if I can get it to work. Let me erase that. I want you to draw a large circle on your paper, kind of in the middle towards the top, okay? And in the middle of this circle, I want you to write who your character is, maybe what their name is. Every character should have a name, even if the character just is called Bob, or in fact, I like Bob. Let's do, my character is going to be called Bob the dog. Okay, so there is my character name. I want you to write your character's name in there. Maybe your character is a dragon. Maybe your character is you. Maybe your character is Pikachu. Maybe your character is a little ant. It could be anything you want. There is no limit on who your character can be. It can just be as far as your imagination can take you. After you've got your character written down, I want you to draw some smaller circles around your bigger circle. Okay, you want to draw at least 5 circles. The more circles you have, the more detail you will have about your character, and the more interesting they will be. After you draw the rest of your circles, I want you to connect them to your main character circle, so that we know that they are all talking about our character. So you go through and draw some lines, just kind of connecting our little circles. There we go. So this is the start of my character web. I'm going to tell about Bob the dog. I need to think of some describing words. Describing words. What is a describing word? Oh, an adjective. Yes. So what do I want to describe Bob the dog as? Well, I want to describe his color. I think Bob the dog is black and white. That sounds good. What else can I say about Bob the dog? Oh, fluffy. He's fluffy. I think he has very fluffy black and white fur. That's a good adjective to describe my friend Bob the dog. Let's see here. I am going to think, what else can I say? Oh, Bob the dog is he a mean dog or a nice dog? He's a friendly dog. I am going to say he is a friendly and happy dog, not a mean, grouchy dog. And let's see what else. He likes, what's he like to do? He likes to play fetch. Bob the dog likes to play fetch. Oh, and lastly, I think what I'm going to say about Bob the dog, something not so great about Bob the dog. He unfortunately farts a lot. He is very stinky. So once you have written down in your character web all the cool things you want to say about your character, maybe they are smart, maybe they aren't so smart, maybe they're funny, maybe they're beautiful, maybe they're sparkling. I just want you to think about all those good things that you can describe your character with. And now I'm going to go to my next screen here, and I'm going to show you how to start putting those into sentences. So I'm going to introduce you to Bob the dog. Meet Bob the dog. You can also just start by saying, my character. You could start by, you don't want to say my character, but you could say their name. You could say Dogman or Catboy or Dragon Master Flash. Make sure they have a name. Names are important. So I'm going to show you how I would write sentences about my character. And I'm going to refer back to my web to know all the things that I think about him. All right. Meet Bob the dog. He is a very friendly and happy dog. His fur is, I said it was black and white, and he is very fluffy. Meet Bob the dog. He's a very friendly and happy dog. His fur is black and white, and he is very fluffy. And what else did I say? Oh, I said happy. Yes, friendly and happy. I got that. I said he's black and white. I got he was fluffy. Oh, I need to say something about he likes to play fetch. Bob the dog loves to play fetch. And then last, what did I say? What was that last thing? Oh, he farts a lot. There is one problem, though. Bob the dog farts a lot. Bob the dog is very stinky. So this is an example of a way you can make sentences describing your character. All right, so my introduction, my character would say, meet Bob the dog. He is a very friendly and happy dog. His fur is black and white, and he is very fluffy. Bob the dog loves to play fetch. There is one problem, though. Bob the dog farts a lot. Bob the dog is very stinky. So now I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So I would like you to write 5 sentences of using all those great adjectives that you learned and described your character with. And then I would like you to share them with me next week, because next week we will, well, maybe not next week, because I think next week's spring break, but next time you will share them with me and we will talk about how to create a setting. All right? So I look forward to hearing all about your characters, and I look forward to figuring out what will happen next in my story about Bob the dog. All right, have a great day, guys.